right, we're back. Part two, as we do, because Telegram doesn't let us share more than 30 minutes apiece without it really fighting us.
And we are not technologically savvy, so it is what it is.
That is very true. We are terrible at this, but we do bring you fantastically crazy, spurred out information
We sure do.
that and someday it's going to get to the point where we won't be able to even keep up with it, as they say.
Oh no, heads on a swivel. I mean, heads on a swivel already, but yeah.
Totally.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds like Officer John. Officer John's always like, yeah, they don't want to talk about the, group A, subgroup A2 and all their crimes, so they're just keep your head on a swivel. So he makes fun of that all the time. Like, oh, yeah, that's it. That's fine. Don't do anything about it. But yeah.
yep.
Yeah, and then he also says like, because of that, like having to deal with like, degenerate people every single day, it drives cops crazy, right? So there's like a high suicide rate. We already kind of know that. And then maybe a high turnover rate, where like good cops just want to leave and like get their what little of their pension they can or whatever, or maybe they want to go to a different place that's not so,
Yeah.
subgroup A1 and 2. And and so thusly good cops will leave because they they won't talk about the race. They won't mention people's race.
Right.
And so then these good cops will move away, and then they will start hiring not good cops who might say they're good cops, and then you will find out that they're doing stuff that cops shouldn't be doing. And when you give somebody power like that, badge and a gun, well, and it's already happening.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you listen to Officer John, he goes through like thousands, hundreds and thousands of cases where as soon as he's always like they'll always steal the money, and will just start corrupting things.
Hmm.
It's just in the nature of that all going on. But nobody can talk about it because you will be, ostracized or whatever, delegitimized or whatever it is.
You'll be
Oh,
booped on out of here.
yeah, or you could lose your account or something, or like, in my case, if I went back to a certain country, I could be arrested, right?
Yeah. Nope. It's
So,
definitely crazy times we're living in, and I fully believe that it's biblical.
oh, yeah, go ahead. Let's go ahead and explain that.
I think that,
Not that I'm not on board with you. I just was curious what you
well,
had to say.
I think with everything coming out, I think the first thing humanity needs to know in order to heal and move forward together is the truth. And we have not been given the truth, not I all the way back
I know.
to Jesus.
Like, what do you think? Okay, of all the things that we sort of know, and not counting like Q and not counting that, I just mean like all the stuff that we've learned like through our lives and school and stuff. Like, how much of it do you think is the lie? Is there any truth or?
I th- I think I think that there is truth, but I think that they've masked the truth like they always do. They've
Sure.
spun it. I think like I firmly feel like they've put names on source for us to use that actually benefits them. Like,
Okay, explain that. Yeah,
so I
good.
don't like saying this because God, if I'm wrong, I don't want to ever uh use source God, Jesus, Yahweh, or Yeshua in any blasphemous way. So please, if I'm,
Understood. Got it. Understood.
but what if the bad people were like, let's call him Jesus, and we secretly know that when they, you know, say
Uh,
Jesus out loud, what that does for
yeah.
our spell.
That fear of doing the wrong thing
It's like, what if?
and not giving honor and grace where it's deserved. Uh, the fact that we're even saying that, I think if there is, okay, if it just the fact of us saying that is like it shows us where our heart's at, and
I think
I think any source out there, any if it is like even a personality, sort of thing, or a person even, would understand that, given the circumstances that we're in,
I think yeah,
you know.
I think it's all about intention with source. I think it's
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, and it's also, let's not forget, it's a there's a fabric of reality. So when you put that energy into it, it comes back like tenfold,
right.
but it doesn't come back fast. Like negative will come back really fast. So a lot of people are like, wow, I'm really addicted. Like I'm totally guilty of this. Creating negative. I'm like, oh, this is happening.
Yeah.
You don't maybe consciously think that, but you're like, you put negative out into the world and see how fast that comes back,
It, it,
you know,
it,
right? But you have to be a little bit more focused with the positive. You just kind of have to stay on that train, and then all of a sudden, it will start producing. It's cool.
yeah.
It's really cool if you do it. Like put yourself out there and just be a happy, jovial person, and like it's just amazing, kind of. So
It really is. Like to fully connect with source is like it's life changing. And I hope everyone at some point in their lives experiences it at least once because you think you have that connection with source, but then you're like, whoa, whoa, okay. And it is, I think it's all about authenticity and it's all about whether or not you're truly in it.
yeah, and it's all from the inside.
Yeah.
You don't need anything on the outside. I mean, to connect into this like kind of like this rad feeling and this no, it's a knowing too. Like the just go asking questions. That's really cool.
Mhm.
It'll start giving you like answers at first because of because of being trained in the opposite way. You're like, oh, I'm just imagining that answer. But if you just keep doing it, like you'll get them. All these crazy answers, or things will start showing up in your life, like out of the blue. Like sometimes a book will fall off a shelf and be
Yep.
like, oh,
Yep.
that's happened to me before.
Or even like the burnt toast theory. I just love that one. You know that
Oh, what's that?
that crazy day, you're having a crazy morning, you get out of bed, your car doesn't start, you dropped your briefcase, your papers went everywhere, everything's going wrong in your morning, and normally people in that moment just get so mad and just keep going and it ruins their day, and it's like, hold up. What if all that was going wrong was source allowing you that extra time because he knew if you left your house 5
Mm,
seconds before that toast burnt, making you have to now wait, you might have been hit by a bus. You might,
totally.
you know?
There's other, yeah, I agree. That's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Somebody might have ran a stoplight or something and
Yeah.
gotcha.
So even take those bad moments and maybe try to change it for the good and think to yourself, okay, there's a reason why God wants me to just stay here for a moment longer. So, yeah.
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 Well, we're definitely being watched over too. Absolutely.
100.
We've seen you've seen videos of like people that almost hit by a car, and then like something blurry comes in and moves them,
Oh my gosh, yes.
like a time jump. I totally believe in that. Some of that's CCTV. So how are you supposed to? That you can't really fake that. I just believe in it, whether it's fake or not. I don't care. I just know that kind of crap is happening,
Yeah.
and when you time warp, it's really hard. I think it's super hard for human brains, or what we have right now at this stage of the evolution. When you go into a different timeline or a different time warp or temporal zone or something, I think it's really hard for humans to discern that they did that they time slipped.
Yeah.
Like you can't, but people are getting savvy to that too. And there's stories of I was gonna try and tell the story of like when they're up in the snow, like especially like Alaska and stuff. Like a lot of times in these snowstorms, these guys are doing like quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes, training exercises,
Mm,
but they're really like being, maybe they're even like like special ops or like specialized units, and they get sent into these zones without all the information. I think it's like on purpose, and they get into like these temporal zones, and like someone will disappear, and they can hear them, and they can even communicate, but they can't see them. But they're like, I can see you guys, but I can't get to you guys. And then I've heard of stories like this, and not like a few of them too. And some of them, the people are able to come back, and some of them they never come back, and then they like fade away. Their voices fade away.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's so s- scary, kind of like, and creepy, and it's also infuriating that the industrial military complex would do that to like soldiers,
Mm-hmm.
just treat them that way
Yep.
because they just want to find something out. And yeah, I don't know. It makes you feel a lot of weird things, but I believe in these stories, so yeah, I don't know.
I do too.
Yeah, yeah, and like the Philadelphia experiment. There's way more to that than I ever knew.
Oh my God.
When I started looking into that, um,
That one blew my.
like yeah, apparently like Al Bielek and his friends and stuff were talking about it, and like they even like built some stuff on the side that like made him time slip. But Al Bielek says that he jumped off. Oh, whoops! He jumped off the boat, and then that like time, and what happened? He just like popped back in time somewhere else, and I'm like, what? What
Well,
is that? What happened? What is
and
that possible?
I think on a special I saw about it was like when it came back into time, one of like the sailors had been like lodged into the boat when it came.
Yeah, like cold fused into like,
Yeah.
which goes to show you that like all cells can fuse, like cold fusion. So like even organic matter fused to like metallic matter, because there's no difference at the molecular level, but it's just like in this realm, it, yeah, in this realm, it takes on a certain molecular spin, right? So some things are like hard, and some things are soft and like growing tissue, versus like what we call dead matter, but it's all really of the same energy. And so when they like phased out and then phased back in, he was probably had, I don't know, like, because you could go through solid matter when you're phased out.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
So, he was probably going between the two states, and then when it phased back in, boom, instantaneously, like, you know, froze him into that position. Poor guy.
That would have been my.
He was, yeah, that's a nightmare right there.
Yeah, that would have been my luck. Damn it.
Yeah, they said that on X Files once. Yeah, I know. And then there was other stuff like the guys are in the bar and stuff, and after that they kept like time slipping, so they'd be in a bar and then like whoop, and they would like vanish in the middle of like a conversation or something with somebody.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So like, what is time? Like, what?
Time
I don't.
construct.
Time's weird.
Ti-
Time's super weird.
Time is what subgroup A did to us in order for us to live this matrix. I firmly believe that.
Subgroup A did it.
Or B. Wait, which is which? The
Wait a second. Hold on. Pause.
black hats.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I because yeah, like I
We could say the Black
watched
Hats.
a
We could say the Black Hats.
video that said get yourself an analog clock in your house and watch how that time and your phone clock will never ever match up. Now, why is that?
Say that again.
An analog clock and our phone clocks will never match up.
Okay, so there's a thing that maybe time's speeding up, and that's why we've gone to digital timekeeping.
But they say like analog clocks are actually like the real like Like, I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I
yeah, what are we basing time on?
right.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like on quartz, right? That's oh no, that's because of like consistent timekeeping, but it's supposed to be like on like a nuclear clock is supposed to be the most because it's like how many spins per cycle or something, and there's no depreciation.
So we don't
But
know what.
who's got one of those clocks, and where can we like check our time on it? Because I think they're hiding time.
Well, so I want in this video what this girl did is she goes out, she literally collects herself cuckoo clocks.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how she has watched it. And she like explained it. She goes, "Okay, I'm telling you, my cuckoo clocks go off on the time that I've always set them. They've never moved. But our phone clocks go off on a completely different time than these cuckoo clocks."
Oh, so she's proven it then. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Who was saying, okay, who was saying this? It was this Flat Earth Dave guy. So he goes, what happens is he's breaking this whole weird thing down about how there's like the reset is like this built-in mechanism. And oh God, this is gonna be weird. So, and then like, what do they call it? When the rapture, when everybody goes flying up into space, because the rapture is not that, it's when gravity gives out for like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So gravity goes out for 30 seconds. There's some sort of like uh, plasma fire that comes down because there's like these gates in the firmament like open up or something. And he goes, Jesus was trying to tell us about it because when it happens, there's going to be all kinds of like portents or like things happening in the sky, and that time will speed up, and they're hiding everything that's going on in the sky, and they're hiding like what's going on with time by using digital clocks. That talk about a way you want to get like how much of a conspiracy theorist are you? Well, there's that one.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know, like, but it really kind of made sense, and like whatever he said about that, I have it on a video somewhere. But what he said about that, like a lot of that stuff is still maintaining, like it's still kind of true what he was saying. They are still seeming to do that. I don't know.
I firmly believe that. I also believe that we've been put under a different calendar. The Gregorian calendar,
Yeah,
like come on,
yeah, that's for sure.
we
Right,
we don't even really know what year it is.
right. I think they're saying we're somewhere at like
Didn't they say like 19 like 90s?
no, we could be like at oh maybe like 1850.
Oh, you think that far?
I don't know. I thought I saw a thing where the end of the millennial reign is really 1600.
Hmm.
And so then if you add 250 years, because if 1600 ends up being 1776, then you have to, yeah. I see. I don't like going into that whole thing because we just don't know.
We don't. But I
But
don't.
although some people way better than me have sort of like kind of like tiptoed around a little bit and like put out some interesting things. I I would be doing them a disservice trying to explain that here because I can't remember how it all goes. But
Well, I think
yeah,
all come together and say that we just don't know what hour it is, we don't know what day it is, we don't know what month it is, and we certainly don't know what year it is.
yeah. This is fun. It's so
It is,
fun.
Hey.
This is like where you wake up in your pod like filled with like gel as a machine like looks over you,
Or
like in the Matrix movie or whatever,
or
and they flush you.
you wake up on your 45th birthday, but is it? Is it my 45th birthday?
I mean, there's this other thing like where you could have died and like, but they put you right back into the same timeline because that's not your time yet.
Ooh, that too. See? So we don't even know what's going on.
You wouldn't even know. Like you wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't know. No.
And they can so easily like mind wipe you. They can program you to like basically believe anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's called MK Ultra, and I'm pretty sure they could do it to a small degree from the from the shadows maybe, but
Oh, they've been doing
We,
MK Ultra on us forever.
there's still a few things going on that haven't been addressed and that are still kind of out there. And
Mhm.
one of those things is gang stalking. So I see that's still a thing with people that are being, they're called, what are they called? Targeted individuals. And it's sad for them.
Mhm.
And I've seen some videos where I'm like, okay, yeah, there's definitely something going on there. Why? I don't know, but maybe it's because, they could be targeting individuals just solely for their genes,
Yeah.
their DNA, and they want to know what this certain blood type's doing all the time
We know they're doing that.
if they wake up or whatever. And
Do you think they came out with the
yeah,
genealogy apps?
the what?
With
Oh, the genealogy apps. Yeah, who knows if those are even right.
well,
Well, I mean, they're getting their information, but the
yeah, we
information we're getting back is probably askew, I would assume.
we freely gave these people our genetic makeup. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
I didn't, but
I didn't.
a couple of times we've all gotten swabbed,
Right. Right.
haven't we? Gotten swabbed, I think, at some point, especially through that stupid pandemic. So
Hey, yeah, I was just gonna
that
ask,
wasn't great.
how many did you actually get a swab or anything during COVID?
I mean, I think I had to a couple of times. Yeah.
I didn't even get a swab. I didn't even get a test. I refused. I wouldn't do any of it. You're not sticking that thing up my nose. You're not going to put it in my system. No.
No, good for you. Yeah.
Well, who knows?
Not me. Not me. I got yelled at one time for not having my mask on in the store after it didn't matter when you didn't have to have masks.
Oh, I remember those
And,
days.
and I got yelled at that. And then, but before that, I was in a trade, and that was Vaughn, and I was in a Trader Joe's. And then the Trader Joe's, I had it down on my mouth, but like not over my nose, because I like to breathe air for fuck's sakes.
Right.
And this like real Karen-y type woman. She was obviously the manager, like the district manager, came walking through, and she's with some other high, management types, and she's like, "Can you please put that up?" And then my wife heard her like, I didn't hear her, but she was, because I'm glad I didn't hear her. And they were like, "Can you just believe how people can't just do the simplest things?"
Oh my gosh.
That kind of attitude. It's just like, yeah, you mean taking my liberties and like, forcing your unguided agenda your, upon other human beings,
Yeah. No.
to make yourself feel safe over misinformation that you don't even understand.
You should have
I could
like
go on.
these take off those masks and raw dog that oxygen.
Raw dog that oxygen. Oh my god. Oh man, goodness sakes, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well,
I had
where are we at now?
I had a Karen moment too back in our COVID days. So I was at a grocery store and this store put, I don't know if you guys had it, but they started putting arrows on the floor. Oh my God.
Yeah,
It was ridiculous. So,
they're still there. They're still there. They're too lazy to even pick them back up.
oh God,
So they're all still there.
that's crazy. But so I go into the store, I see them. I'm not following them because I'm like, what does an arrow on the floor have to do with my health? I mean, I don't know. So I was like, well, nobody's in this lane anyway, so I'm going to go the wrong way until Karen starts.
Oh, she got you. Oh, I
Yeah,
remember you telling me this.
till Karen comes down the aisle. And,
Oh
excuse
man.
me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you trying to kill us? Uh,
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to kill you, breathing my air over here.
by going the wrong way. Do you not
Yeah.
see the arrows? You are supposed to be going that way. Are you trying to kill me? Oh,
Oh my God.
I
You
got.
did that voice well. That was nice. That was a
Oh,
good one.
I've got the Karen voice down when I want to.
That was burned into your psyche, so you
Oh
can do it
God,
pretty well. Yeah, I was full on yelled at. I almost got a fist fight in the parking lot with this guy. I was like,
yeah.
"Fuck you! You don't even need a mask. What are you wearing your mask for? You're outside."
Oh my
It's
gosh,
like whatever.
the best
I
moment.
don't even know. That dude's probably getting paid. I mean, that dude's probably he was probably murdered at a mostly peaceful, uh, you know. protest or something like a couple months later. Who knows? Poor guy.
One of my best memories back then was okay, Veronica. Remember Veronica? Who can forget?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she was up in Chicago, and man, Chicago was bad as far as the mask protocol. We couldn't go
Mm.
anywhere, but so she decided to put her Zorro mask on, and I loved it. Oh
What's his? Oh, what's the Zorro mask? Just over the eyes?
just over the eyes, and it worked. And she recorded it. She put out a video and everything. She goes, "Okay."
It worked.
She did because she walked into one of the restaurants and the guy was like, ma'am, where's your mask?" She goes, "Can't you see? It's on my face. I'm wearing my mask. It's covering my face."
And did he just shake it, like shrug his shoulders, like, all right, fuck, I'm not dealing with
Uh,
this.
Veronica, I loved her. Oh, she
Yeah.
just rocked Chicago's world. She didn't. She had no care. She did not
Yeah.
care.
What am I doing now? I'm talking to you. I'm podcasting and looking stuff up at the same time.
Are you multitasking?
Not very well.
Eh,
Not very well. I still can't find everything is just on this on Prince Andrews. I can't find any more on
yeah,
the
that's
other.
that and the Savannah Guthrie stuff has about been the biggest headlines I see.
That's well, do you remember that?
She puts the lotion on the skin, or else she gets the whip again. Or what does he say? Oh,
She didn't, yeah, something like that. I don't know that movie too well, but
oh my
yeah,
god.
somebody that's very iconic.
Yeah,
Let me see, Royal Rest. Let me see, Netherlands. Let me try that. Netherlands.
that's
That
where we're
pull anything.
gonna find her. She's gonna be in a well with a small puppy, putting putting lotion on her skin. Oh
God.
God.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think didn't they weren't they just basically like saying that it was her that did it?
It's somebody. It's somebody close to the family. Come on.
Right. That it was yeah. But what you think the White House will spin it back, spin it around, and make it like good boomerang on them?
Oh, I think
No, I can't
it's
find any of
gonna
that.
be the
So
best boomerang chess move ever because she's gonna have to come out. She's gonna have to thank Ice for saving her mom. I mean, come on, how brilliant.
yeah, but what if it's actually her that did it? Killed her mom.
I think it is. I think it's I Here's the thing.
Oh, you think it is that?
Savannah's name was in the Epstein files, and I find it coincidental that her mom is kidnapped 24 hours after her name comes out that she was in the Epstein files. Come on. It's a little weird too, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. It is very weird. I think that's obviously no coincidence being that
Yeah,
quickly
it's crazy. All right,
between the two events or whatever.
we are about 30 minutes on this one. So, are we ready to wrap it up for the day? I probably should because
Okay, yeah, it's your birthday. Go have fun.
I gotta go. Well, I gotta go eat kids soon, but yeah. And then after that, I'm gonna have fun.
Are you gonna get a nice meal or something?
I think so. I think we're gonna go out to eat, and then there's like this like bingo trivia thing going on uptown. So
Oh, that's cool. I love that.
yeah, so I think we're gonna go check that out tonight. So
All right, well, go and have a super fun time on your birthday. And for our listeners, all like basically just us, when we listen to them again,
yo,
we love you all.
we do love you all to the moon.